Being from New York, NYPD is very, very rough. I've always been treated like a young black man in America because of my appearance.
Playing in my own apartment complex at a playground, but yeah, I'm getting attacked by police.
Or as soon as a white person thinks that you're coming at them because of like a race issue, they get so defensive.
What up, It's your girl, Noor.
I am Ariane.
Hi, I'm T.
My name is Quentin Arispe.
My name is Ovando.
My name is David Grannum.
My name's Naomi Ituah.
And I am a singer, songwriter, entrepreneur.
Hi, my name is Rex.
And mine's Ren. And you're watching Disney Channel.
All right, well, I'm Teraj. I'm 35. I'm an R&B and pop singer, model, actor, newly added host of Gay Travel Today.
Hi, I'm Ian Alexander. I'm 19 years old and I'm an actor, an advocate.
I'm going into new media, specifically music videos. I am personally a drag performer.
And I hope to become a plastic surgeon doing gender affirming surgeries for people like me. I don't really consider myself an artist because I'm not choosing it as my profession, which is dumb in and of itself, but whatever, that's just the way that I think about it because that's the way everybody thinks about it. I am transgendered.
I'm bisexual.
I'm queer, Asian American.
My sexual orientation is let's just say queer. I'll just leave it at that for now. Still self-discovering during this time.
I was made aware of just kind of police brutality when I was young, because my mother would tell me you had to watch out for police and you have to be on your quote best behavior. I mean, Trayvon Martin happened in my I'm from Florida, and that's where that happened, and so things like that just kind of steadily added up to just sort of I guess molding my perception of the world.
Being from New York, NYPD is very, very rough. I remember having experiences with the police that were not pleasant, having guns put to my face when I'm on my way to go do a performance. And all I have in my back is guitars and drumsticks, you know what I mean? And they're raiding my car looking for drugs. And I'm I'm on my way to go do a show. My band is right behind me. Yeah. So my experience with the police has always been very rough. I've always been treated like a young black man in America because of my appearance. People don't treat me as a female.
Even as far back as when I was a kid, I was assaulted by police. I was attacked as a child in elementary school, being mistaken for someone that was just a black male, playing in my own apartment complex at a playground. But yeah, I'm getting attacked by police, thrown to the ground, restrained, handcuffed and everything. And so it's just, it's about time that people are taking notice when it comes to these issues.
In my city particularly, there was a protest, and a close friend of mine, I put this whole rant on Instagram, and I was like, listen, and then my friend slid up and she was like, what happened? She's white. And I said, just listen to the rant and get back to me. And so she listened to the rant. She was like, I see. Well, you have to realize that the police made it so that you could, she put could in all caps, protest. And maybe you were just not listening to the regulations they had in place. You were a little too angry. Maybe your vibe the energy was too high. She said, David, please don't be mad at me. I'm just being a voice of reason. And that is the core problem. Even in this protest, even a Black Lives Matter protest, the white superiority comes out. It's okay, yes, you black species, we love you. We love that you're protesting right now, but make sure you're doing it politely, make sure you're doing it respectfully, let's make sure you're doing it the right way. I'm just being a voice of reason. As the white person, I have that responsibility to be the voice of reason. And so it's really a lot of those slaps in the face where they don't seem like they're being the bad guy, but it's the white superiority they have in their bones. They're I'm not bad, but I am the most logical in the situation. Why?
I just wanted to highlight the fact that Black trans people have always been at the forefront of every liberation movement across time. Gay liberation movement was started by Black trans women, and there are Black trans women that are on the front lines protesting for Black Lives Matter as well. Even when
people don't value their lives.
Our community in Corona is predominantly just white and tends to follow like more conservative and Republican views. So we thought it would be a very good idea to make a protest in our city. And we chose a location where like with this protest, we were thinking like, do we want visibility or do we want to protest to like city officials? And we thought more so that visibility would be strong. So I went about with choosing the busiest street in our hometown. And so we had this vision of just like hundreds of people standing at each corner of like the intersection, the 4 crosswalks. Once I got there and like the vision came to life and I was just like in that moment, I was quite emotional because like all the people I sent out the flyer to and notified about the protest showed up. And it just meant a lot because I'm just like, wow, you're doing this for the Black community.
I don't really feel like I'm doing that much, even if I make the sign and like go to a protest for like 2 hours. You know, it's like I can't really see change.
Things that you can offer are your body during protests as like, okay, like you can offer yourself in creating like the masses in order to like generate attention, or you can offer your money. And as young adults in their 20s, we don't necessarily have that much money to spare.
I know it's like such a simple thing to be doing, just attending a protest, but like it just meant a lot because they're being a part of a crowd that's fighting for Black lives.
Stay safe when you're protesting. Don't get locked up and don't let anything crazy happen to you.
Go with someone who not only is passionate about this too, but like also who can just provide like a safe space for you with you. I don't want to say like go to observe, but if you're like maybe uncomfortable with going and like actively marching and going with a sign or like chanting, maybe just go and like, if it's your first time, just check it out, check out the scene, learn from the experience. And there's always a first time with anything.
Because the energy I'm trying to bring to my city is not being matched at all. It's just me, and it's kind of sad.
Go and check it out, and hopefully, and then also like do the research. Just do the research and the learning and educate yourself.
And I encourage everybody to do their part and not to minimize protesting, because it's incredible in terms of the awareness that is happening. I just hope that people also back that up by going out to vote, because it's a lot harder to put your life on the line and be out there protesting. And a lot of people, I think they're not factoring in versus protesting how easy it is to just show up to a poll and vote, and the magnitude of power that lies in voting.
I honestly don't really think I'll see that much change in my lifetime, even if everyone puts out a lot of effort. And I guess that's just kind of sad. People before me fought for this. People after me will fight for it, no matter if they're going to see the effects of that. So I personally am asking myself to do it once more.
Advice I have for people for wanting to make a protest is just to have your heart really in it and know what your goal is.
One thing I love about our generation is the immediacy. Like, we get a text and we want to send one right back. And so we see racism, we want to end it really quick. So I'm hopeful for our generation because we want results now.
We are back to this moment, and that this moment is even potentially more historical than the ones we were learning when we were kids. I think it was just something that we thought was over, and we were just moving forward from it, and that's just where we were. But it's really, really eye-opening and awakening to realize that we're not, and that there's so much to be done, and that we actually could potentially be the generation that really makes a lot of changes, just because of how diverse we are, and the fact that we, have been able to that everybody is coming together now. It's not just this minorative group of people that are, out there screaming.
The fighting isn't over, and there's still, we are still in it together. None of this is over yet. No one's free.
Defund the police, defund the police.